Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 5:30 News on KPAX, Montana's news leader.
Good evening, I'm Kent Lutzen. The streets of downtown Hamilton filled with the colors of fall today for the 37th annual Apple Day Festival. Despite the harsh wind and rain, hundreds of people filled the streets. Vendors sold artwork, food, and most importantly, an assortment of delicious Apple products. For the people who put this event together, it has been a long road.
Everyone associated with the museum puts hours and hours, hundreds of hours. The apple butter, the chutney, the kebabs, the pies, it's all made from scratch.
Volunteers this year made over 700 apple pies, but Nelson says that you can never have too much. Incredible works of art line the road into Stevensville. This weekend, the annual Scarecrow Festival held their voting this afternoon. The range of scarecrows were from scary, like the one you're seeing now, to funny. Many of the scarecrow artists have been planning their designs for the past few weeks to up to a year to prepare for this fall community event. There's also a farmers market, pumpkin painting contest, and a bouncy house for kids. The scarecrows will remain on display until October 14th, so there is still time to check that out if you're interested. If you are attending any of the outdoor events taking place in Northwest Montana this weekend, be sure to bring a jacket and some warm blankets as we expect some strong winds. Let's go to meteorologist Russ Thomas for more on weather. Russ?
Yeah, thank you. What we're going to do is take a look at that wind that you're talking about right now, our wind advisor, which is in effect just for another hour or so. In fact, it goes through 6 p.m. this evening. Now, you look at where coverage, a lot of coverage across western Montana in terms of the valleys, Flathead, Mission, Missoula, Bitterroot Valley, as well as areas to the east. Wind southwest, west 15 to 30 gusts, and some areas up to 45. You can see Flathead Lake looking at waves of about 2 to 4 feet. Now, we'll tell you those winds will begin to die down this evening, so some good news there. As far as our satellite radar goes, you can see a few showers working through western Montana. We're also getting some sunshine. Coming up in just a few minutes, we'll let you know what to expect for Sunday and the upcoming week.
Thank you, Russ. If you have a love for birds, then Bridger Bowl's Raptor Fest may be the place for you this weekend. Organizations like the Raptor Center, Museum of the Rockies, and Yellowstone Forever gathered at Bridger Bowl for an interactive learning festival on raptors. These species include eagles, osprey, and falcons.
The 17 species of raptors that fly the Bridgers every fall in their migratory route south. And so we thought, well, that's a great way to bring people up and kind of educate them about what we have going on up here in the Bridger Mountains.
Raptor Fest continues tomorrow from 10 until 3. Hundreds of people from around the state and as far as Alabama and Massachusetts have gathered in Great Falls this weekend to take part in the 6th annual Gaming Rendezvous. The convention offers panels on subjects such as DC and Marvel comic movies to coping with convention anxiety. More than 70 games from varying genres are offered, including miniature battle games, dice board games, and role-player games, otherwise known as RPGs. In addition, a cosplay contest is happening this evening. Participants will be dressed up as characters from their favorite fictional universe. Organizers say that many people are drawn to conventions like this because they find the activities to be a healthy form of escape from modernism.
It's an enjoyable hobby to play board games. Some of them, the RPGs, it will bring you into another world where you can be a different person and just forget the troubles of your life for however long.
The convention has been going on since Friday and will wrap up early Sunday evening with a banquet. So far, organizers say they're on track to break attendance numbers this year. While setting records for new students this year, Montana State University has seen a slight dip in graduate student enrollment. Now, the university is doing something to change that. MSU will commit $1 million in funding towards recruiting and retaining more graduate students to the university. The money will go towards incentives like paying for prospective students to come and visit the campus, merit-based awards for doctoral students, and signing bonuses for those who choose to continue their education at the university. Now, in efforts to increase those enrollment numbers, they also hope to equip the students with the skills they need to enter the workforce.
The important thing is that we are trying to not only increase those numbers of students, but keep more of them here to finish those higher degrees in a reasonable amount of time. We don't want them spending 10 years to finish a doctoral degree. We want them to get out in as little time as they need so that they can get out into Montana and the rest of the United States and the world and take the knowledge that they gained at MSU and cultivate it here and make the world a better place.
The school's graduate student population dropped from more than 2,000 last year to 1,978 this year. Carroll College is right in the middle of its 2017 homecoming celebration. The Helena campus has several new buildings to show returning alumni, including the new All Saints Chapel. We spoke with Father Mark Lenneman about the project.
It's been a wonderful labor of love for years. This was originally built as the gymnasium in 1917. Building itself has been a gymnasium. It's also been used as a laboratory. It's been used as a music department, and it's been used as a place for the fine arts. For us, that is really wonderful that we were able to take something that encompasses all of what Carroll is, a place where students are formed in their minds, but also in their hearts and souls, and also in their bodies. And now it's come to this place where it's now a chapel. It's focused, but it's also simple. And there's a lot of kind of Montana elements. There's the altar is Montana stone, comes from the Cabinet Mountains, and the wood elements, and the windows open up to the outdoors. This can't be just enclosed. We want the building almost to breathe, right? So students come in and they can see out, but even as they're walking by, they can also see into the chapel. Truly, I would say some world-class artists work on this project, and these bronzes came to us actually from Barcelona. Their names are Edwin and Veronica Dam de Nogales. They're a married couple, and they were taken with the mission of the college and decided they wanted to be a part of this project. So they worked on these Stations of the Cross for us, and they are dramatic. The vision is for students to come here and encounter Christ, to come to know God's love in their life and be transformed by that love, but then just as importantly and just as necessarily to go and give that love to others who are in need. It also just seems to fit. It's a beautiful building, and all of this was kind of waiting for us. So we're thankful for what that's been and what we hope it becomes for future generations of Carroll Saints.
Support continues to pour in for our Montana Wildfire Relief Fund. Our grand total now stands at more than $421,000. Thank you so much for everyone from Montana and beyond who has donated so far. The money will go directly to Montanans impacted by this summer's devastating fires through a grant application process starting Monday, October 9th. If you haven't donated, it's not too late. Go to KPAX.com for more information. Coming up after the break, Montana Environmental Stewardship Tour recognizes Montana ranchers who are true environmental stewards. These stories and more coming up